Dear friends, myself Dr. Shakil Sheikh from the Department of Botany, Abasaheb Marathe Arts and Newcomer Science College, Rajapur, District Ratnagiri. Let's see very interesting plant group which is playing a key role in food chain, that is nothing but the algae. Now these algae are ranging, that is the diverse in size from microscopic to single celled organisms to a large seaweeds. So we can see the algae are microscopic as well as macroscopic. The range of the thallus in size differs from species to species. The main characteristic of algae is they are autotrophic in nature. That means they are producing their own food by the process that is we call as a photosynthesis. They are the form reproductive structures which shows gametangia, or we also know them as a gamete chambers. In case of the habitat, most of the algae are aquatic and have flagella at some point in their life. So flagella are meant for the movement purpose from place to place. They often contain pyrenoids, that is the cell organelles that synthesize and store the starch molecule. When we talk about the structure of algae, generally the thallus, which we know as haploid. There are four types of the algae, that is unicellular, containing the unicell, that is the single cell, colonial, that is they are in a colony, filamentous. These algae are like thread, and multicellular, containing the many cells in that thallus structure. Now these are some photographs of the different kinds of the algae, that is it may be unicellular, colonial, multicellular. You have to identify which photograph is belonging to which type. Now we will move towards the next point, that is the classification of algae on the basis of their color, types of the chlorophylls, food storage substances, cell wall composition. There are 7 phylum. We will see one by one later on. In case of reproduction, most of the algae reproduces by means of both the manner, that is sexually as well as asexually. Most sexual reproduction is triggered by the environmental stress. Asexual reproduction taken place with the help of mitosis, whereas sexual reproduction includes meiosis, production of zoospores, production of plus and minus gametes, and the zygospores. When we talk about the reproduction in multicellular algae, for example, we can take an example as a Oedogonium. It produces the Antheridium, which is a male gamete producing organ. It releases the flagellated sperm that can swim to the oogonium, and the oogonium, that is the houses of zygote, which is diploid spore. In that, the spore undergoes meiosis and produces 4 haploid zoospore. Out of these 4 haploid zoospore, one spore, one of the 4 cell become a root-like holdfast. The others divide and become a new filament. So the last cell of this 4 cell structure becomes or converted into holdfast, and the others divide and redivide to become a new filament. So this is the structure. We can see that at the base there is a holdfast and there is another part that is we call as a plant body. In case of Spirogyra, it reproduces sexually by means of the conjugation. So it forms a conjugation, that is the ladder type of reproduction is there. Very interesting phenomenon it is. In case of Ulva, it reproduces by alternation of generation, that is 2 distinct multicellular phases. One is haploid, whereas the second one is the diploid. So gametophyte is haploid stage of the alternation of generation in the ulva, whereas formation of or production of sporophyte is diploid. When we talk about the phylum Chlorophyta, the characteristics are as below, that is, these are known as the green algae. Near about 7,000 diverse species are included under the Chlorophyta. Biologists reason that the green algae give rise to land plants. Both green algae and land plants have chlorophyll A and B as well as carotenoids and store food as a starch material. That is, the starch is the food material which is available in the Chlorophyta. Both have walls made up of cellulose. Next phylum is Phaeophyta, which is commonly known as brown algae. This includes near about 1500 species, and mostly out of these species, most of them are marine in habitat and include seaweed and kelp. All the species which are occurred are multicellular and large. If you can see the size of the species, they may often reach length of the 147 feet also. So large in not a number, in a shape or size. Individual alga may grow to a length of 100 meter with a holdfast stipe and a blade. So it can be grow up to 100 meter also. They are used in cosmetics and most ice creams. So most of the alga are having economic importance as they are playing an important role in the cosmetics and ice creams, preparation of the ice creams. Next phylum is Rhodophyta. This group of alga is known as red alga. Near about 4,000 species of Rhodophyta are occurred worldwide. Out of these, most of are marine in habitat. They are smaller than brown alga and often found at the depth of 200 meters. The pigment contain chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C as well as phycobilins, which are important in absorbing light that can be penetrated deep into the water, as they are found at the depth of 200 meters. They can penetrate the deep absorbing light. They have the cells coated in carrageenan, which is used in cosmetics, gelatin capsules and some cheeses. Next phylum is Euglenophyta. It is again interesting group which contains near about 1000 species of euglenoids, have the both plant-like and animal-like characteristics, and most of them are found in the freshwater bodies. Other phylum representatives are shown in the photographs. That is, as we know that the diatoms, which are used in detergents, paint removers, even in the toothpaste. Dinoflagellates, that is, these are known to be as red tides. Then the golden algae, important in the formation of petroleum products. There are some fungus like protists also found, which are known as the cellular slime molds, which is shown in the diagram figure and the photographs. We can see the life cycle also. They are reproduces by means of the asexual reproduction as well as sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction takes place by means of syngamy, later on which forms a zygote. Meiosis is taken place and again aggregated amoeboid structures are formed, and again it starts to asexual reproduction and it completes its life cycle. This is the plasmodial slime mold found at the various regions. Now in case of water molds, we can see the alternation of generation. That means it produces by means of asexual reproduction as well as by means of the sexual reproduction, and it produces the haploid and diploid in nature. Thank you very much.